What's up, American people? How y'all doing? It's Mr. 444, and I'm back at y'all with another one. And this time, I just want to come back to y'all, and I just want to thank the American people. You know, I really would like to thank the American people because we is coming a long way. From what I've seen transpired over the years, and to see how people have more of opinions today than ever any time before. I think the world is coming to the grips of we more focused now than ever. Because we care more about a lot of things that's happening today more than it was ever cared about as far as politics, law, sports, you name it. We are more aware today. You know, and that's a goal that we had to achieve, to be just the awareness, the research, the knowledge that we able to seek. And whatever side your opinion falls on, your opinion matters to someone. And when you start looking at the landscapes of everything, people is more focused now. People more aware of knowing that they vote matter when it comes to presidency. When it comes to these sports, people knows what their value are immediately, starting with the NIL, excuse me. So when it comes to a lot of things, I just want to thank the American people because we came a long way. Whatever side your opinion falls on is an opinion that someone can relate to. And we came so far to where people know what Brady material is. People know what Rule 29s is. People know what scopatory evidence are. People know how to represent themselves when it comes to sports now. When it comes to the NIL, when it comes to so much, is more awareness now when it comes to the structure of America. They said that the biggest weapon America got is not a gun, it's the media. It's the media, and it counts to where we all have a voice, to where we all can give an our opinion to what so much is going on. A lot of things has opened our eyes with YouTube, Twitch, social media to give you a platform to voice your opinion. But we shouldn't get upset with each other's opinion, whatever side the scale falls on, because it's an opinion, and regardless of what, that's a step towards we coming together to understanding now. We have come to the conclusion that we must research everything that we hear. Don't believe nothing you read. Research, understand what you putting out there, even if it's your own opinion and you can stand on it. Stand on what you believe. I see a lot of things transpired over because it's a big trial that with the Sean Puffy Combs, and even with all down from Harvey Weinstein to Bill Cosby. A lot of things has opened our eyes to this government, the federal system, and everything that we supposed to pay attention to. And yes, we're gonna have different opinions and different things that we believe in, but at the end of the day, it's opinion. You can't get mad at your neighbor for their opinion. At least you got it now. It's no more shutting up. It's no more being quiet. Everybody has a voice today, and it's a great thing. The sports, the media, when you look at these basketball players, the way they are ascending, and when they come into this league now, it's no more people scrounging their money after their NBA career. Look at a lot of successful basketball players today more than ever. Look at Gilbert Arenas, his own podcast. Look at Nick Young. Look at Kenyon Martin. Look at all these football players' life after football today, where we got more data today to save our career or look past a career or not worry what we gonna do after. It's something for you to do. Shout out to the NBA players that understood that they have a career. And look at Jeff Teague. Look at these rappers. Look at Fat Joe. Look at Jada. Look at Cameron. Look at Mace. Look at all these people that has a life after something, because it's a beautiful thing to give your take on what's your experience been about, and be able to understand that what your value is today. Shout outs to them. Shout out to all the media platforms out there that has a voice. Shout outs to everyone that has a voice. It's not, let's come together and see how we can change an opinion, or sit down with that person to ask a person, can I have lunch with you to discuss your opinion now? Once you see their opinion, now find a way to where y'all can intellectually come to an agreement and understand each other's agreement and where they're coming from. That's what these people do. That's why when you see these different lawyers and different people come on and give their take, and all these people giving their take, that's their opinion. And you don't see, they say that's great, and you don't see them getting upset with Charles Barkley. Don't get upset with Shaq's opinion. Even if it's different, they respect an opinion. And that's what we got to do today. When it comes down to everything, we got to open eye. We paying attention to everything. They can't slide things under the rug no more. Because there's so much platforms that if you don't see it, Joe Budden's platform, Mace's platform, all these platforms, shout outs to Steven Jackson, shout outs to they Up in Smoke platform, shout outs to all the platforms that's out there, shout outs to everyone, shout outs to Infamous Sylvia, shout outs to Seti Nash, shout outs to Tisha Tales, shout outs to Make It Make Sense, shout outs to Nika at Night. Shout out to all the platforms that's out there that's striving to give you an opinion. That's what this world is all about. Shout out to Dennis Byron. Shout out to all the journalists that's out there giving their take. Shout out to everybody. Shout out to Pop Crime TV. Shout out to Sean G. Shout out to everybody that was out there with they platform on the line to bring us an experience that we never seen before. This is an experience we never seen before, ladies and we have our eyes open now. They can't put nothing under the rug no more. This is life. We seek knowledge. Knowledge is always seek knowledge, and you will understand. Understanding is key to move on. There's no winners and losers. You always going to get an L. And that's the L is the lesson you're going to learn to move forward in life. There's so much data that you have downloaded in your memory bank from the last 10 years, from your president getting arrested, from so much to understanding that you have a voice now. You. Shout out to all the platforms that's out there. If I didn't mention you, shout out to you as well. Shout outs, like I said, to the Joe Budden's platform, the Tasha K's, everybody that's out there that's giving us an experience. That's their opinion. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to everybody, and I wish that y'all will prosper and become big media outlets, because you give us a different side to look at from the mainstream media. You give us, it's nothing wrong with the mainstream media. Let's not, that's their opinion. And that's why you is giving it to us to break it down in different ways to make us understand not your opinion counts, but how to assess everybody's opinion and come up with something to where at the end of the day, I want your opinion to be respected as well. And that's what we have to do. Respect everybody's opinion. Life is good to be able to give you a platform to where you could come on your platform and give your experience about life, about Trump, about sports, about law. Like I said, it's so many agents. This world is filled with paralegals now. This whole world is filled with paralegals that I'm so happy that people want to research and ingratiate yourself with knowledge to learn and understanding what the law is and what presidency is and the sports and how it equates to just one thing, ladies and gentlemen. You know what that equates to? Building the economy. Because That all helps people to ingratiate yourself and build a level of a business to sustain to something that can pass on to their family, to keep the message going, to keep your opinion alive and let the world know that you shared your opinion with this world and you're going to leave your mark on this opinion. Shout out to all the platforms, YouTube, Twitch, everybody out there that's out there getting up every day and going to put themselves online to bring us back information so we can regurgitate it, to be able to understand it and regurgitate it and give it back to somebody else in a different form. This world has the complete metamorphosis. This has become a complete metamorphosis. That's why I agree to where when you're looking at some of these people, the meteorologists, the newscasters, it's done got younger. It done got, to where 21 to 30 to 40 to 45. We know it's no longer looking at 60 minutes for your information anymore. We don't have to look at Barbara Walters no more. I can go sit down and watch an infamous Sylvia now. I can go sit down and watch a bunch of platforms that's going to give it to me raw. I can watch a bunch of platforms that's going to make me understand my thinking. And shout outs to everybody that have their own thinking. This is a new world, ladies and gentlemen. We can click on so much and download information immediately now. So I like how the world has came to an educated world now, because we want to be educated now. We want to sit down with people and conversate and discuss how we can make change, how we can be able to get in the algorithm so when they get ready to change these laws, they can read the tea leaves and understand different opinions and different demographics and where we each other stand moving forward with their future. We have to understand that, ladies and gentlemen. It's nothing wrong with your neighbor giving you something. We all after one thing, and that's lessons and want to be taught. That's all, ladies and gentlemen. So shout out to everybody. Like I said, everybody cares about their next president now. Everybody cares wants to know what's going on now. We are very intrigued at this world now more than ever. More than ever. They can't tell us anything no more because we have a voice. We have research. We have people that now we align ourselves with lawyers and doctors and everything to be able to turn to these folks to get research. I interviewed Doug Weinstein. I learned a lot about RICO and everything through Doug Weinstein. Doug Weinstein was the one that made me understand it a little bit more and clarify what was RICO and so much. So I learned so much. And shout out to Doug Weinstein for taking the first case he ever had and won. Shout outs to him. He said embrace, Mr. Steele told him to embrace the evidence. So what we doing is embracing things now, what was told to us. We embracing it and trying to understand and use that embracement to understand what we got to do to actually educate our listeners to what's going on, because we have people like Westmoreland, Yak Gotti's lawyer, Miss Steele, the list goes on, Max Shard, Bruce Harvey, shout outs to them. They have taught me a lot. Shout outs to Shaq and all of them far as the sports media and teaching me. Shout out to Brian Windhorst. Shout outs to everybody over in the NBA media that's teaching me how to break down sports and how to understand the minds of the NBA and where they're going. I need that to be able to research before I come out here and give you the wrong thing. That's what these people is for. But at the end of the day, I get to come up with my own interpretation. And I follow this guy right here, Kobe Bryant to the T, H/24 Laker for life. That's a mamba mentality. He's going to live all the way on to this day. 8/24 is coming and I'm going to celebrate that. It's people know at the end of the day where I stand with the mamba mentality. I've learned from him. I learned from Kobe Bryant. I learned how to compartmentalize my fears and my disapprovals and my likes and challenge them one-on-one and not put them together. That's what I've learned from the Mamba. To compartmentalize my fears and take them on one by one instead of trying to take on them all at once. That's what the Mamba mentality is about, ladies and gentlemen. That's what it's about. And I'm here to tell y'all. But I'm glad this world became intrigued with what's going on. I shout out to everybody out there that has a voice and opinion. And shout outs, once again, shout outs to the Nancy Grays, the Ashley Banfields, TMZ, Joe Tacopina, all these lawyers that gave me information to understand how law works. Shout outs to them. Shout outs to all the people, the politicians that taught me how politics work. Shout outs to all the lenders, Academy Mortgage, Global Funding, NAV. Shout outs to everybody that taught me how that goes. Shout outs to Ronnie Dozier that taught me how to do credit, that made me understand what credit is about. So I'm glad everybody has took this time to ingratiate yourself with knowledge, and I appreciate you guys for giving me. I look at all you guys and I take a piece of all y'all, because that's what Kobe Bryant did. That's how he became the Mamba. He sat down with people not to ask them how they do it, what was their mind frame. So I'm looking at y'all mind frame to be able to help me out and continue to help me out. You platforms, as everybody I said, is doing a great job. Y'all have your own opinion. I respect it. Not many I may not agree with, but I respect your opinion to be able to make me picturize my opinion to help align with y'all's and not try to say y'all wrong or whatever the case may be, because it's all opinion. It's all opinionated, ladies and gentlemen. And that's all I got. Like I said, it's Mr. 444 8/24. And y'all know my slogan. I'm out of here. 1.